This show is not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift.
Whoever has my sister's cat, please return it. The cat has been missing for 2 days. Please give Mr. Bean back to Chloe, my sister. She wants her cat back. Please give it to her. Please and thank you.
Right in front of the corn palace, and there's this guy just hitting to the left and the right.
Yeah, please, sure, we're at
He's hit like 3 people already. And he's hitting more, and he's hurting people's wrists, and right out front, like right in front, directly in front, on the crosswalk.
So awkward and weird. What? Cha-cha-cha. Free wheel bicycle.
Welcome back. That was kind of dumb. Not really, I guess. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast. I am your host, Stevie V. That is right. Today is February 8th. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It is also the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60. Hold on, let me take a drink of this real quick. All right. Sorry, I was probably not professional, but whatever. That was stupid. Okay. Yeah, anyway, hopefully everybody has been doing good, great, grand, and all of the things all across the land. This episode is sponsored by Vanderheiden Design Artwork. You can click the link down below. It does not work. Just go ahead and type it in to Google or any social media platform for all your wonderful artwork needs. Also, thank you everybody that has been purchasing hoodies and some t-shirts. I made some t-shirts that said keep your 2 cents. It's kind of a funny little one-liner I came up with when I was actually pressing those other hoodies. Those are really cool. Not got a chance to check those out. Just head on over to the Facebook page, the Vanderheiden Design Artwork, and they're over there. I also just finished up. I did a couple pieces last night. The Dennis the Menace series. The funny thing about that piece is I think I was like 16 or 17 maybe. That coffee's really good. Anyway, I was in court and I can't remember. Well, yeah, I was in court. I don't remember what it was for, but the judge initially got up and said that I was a menace to society because I had like some weed paraphernalia. I think it was, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. It was a long time ago, but yeah, I said it was a menace to society. But yeah, that paintings, I guess, series. You'll just have to check that out. That's on the Facebook page. Pretty funny. Menace. It says no eat me. Kind of funny. Definitely something to check out. Let's see, what else do we got that I'm trying to think off of the top of my head. The whole celebrating birthday thing. Just got done eating breakfast that the wonderful wife made. It was amazing, of course. I got my cup of coffee. Got my little smoke here. But yeah, this is what I was thinking about earlier. The whole birthday thing. You know, we celebrate your birthday. But did you ever think that, you know, like the mother is the one that is carrying your ass for that 9 months and you don't even celebrate? Well, I guess it would be Mother's Day, right? That would be considered. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and mark that off the list for stupid shit. Never say again. This was really cool too. Because obviously, thank you everybody that's been hitting me up on the Facebooks, sending me messages. I got a really cool Facebook message from the mayor of my hometown. That's right. That is right. Jordan Hansen. Thank you so much. I'd vote for you, even though I live all the way here in Wyoming. Look forward to the Arts in the Park that is coming up here in July. Super stoked about that. Let's see. I have a couple stories. Well, yeah, just a couple, I guess. Well, there's that. I'm burnt out. That sucks. Couple stories. Happenings, I guess you could say. As of for February 8th. Man, that's pretty decent coffee. National Pork Rind Day. So that's pretty cool. If you like pork rinds. If you like pork grinds. Also, there's a National Iowa Day. That's really cool. I'd call him a good friend of mine. From Iowa, Mr. Joey. Holding it down over there. He's from Iowa. He's an old Iowanan. I don't even know if that's the... Anyway, shout out to 10 for 10. We're going to have to get them fellas on here once again. At some point in time. They're going to be releasing their tour and whatnot shortly. Also, it's National Boy Scouts Day. It's February 8th. Man, the Boy Scouts, though, that kind of took a turn for the worse, didn't it? In certain places. The first 8 stars are added to the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1960. 1950, the Stasi, East Germany's Notorious Secret Police is established. 1879, Sanford Fleming purposes the use of time zones. Man, I hate time zones. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That shit is trash. That messes me up so much when I've been trying to do international interviews on the show here. Especially with the boy Jiggy. That one has been the biggest. Let's see, what else do we got? It looks like James Dean was born today as well. That's pretty neat. All right, let's see what else. I am going to get to... Are you guys ready for... Well, hold on. Before you get into an argument, remember this quote. A bee does not waste its energy trying to convince a fly that honey is better than shit. That's a good one. Sorry if I about busted out your subwoofers, your kickers, or your Rockfords, Sony Eclipse. I remember when J.C. Penney's sold those. I'm pretty sure that was J.C. Penney's, or maybe that was Sears. Sears or J.C. Penney's. Shoot, I don't remember. Funny. All right. I'm gonna try not to drag this out too long, but I wanted to get an episode out for you guys. Also, thank you everybody that voted on that episode that came out a couple weeks ago. That was on the platform. Today is actually the last day to vote on that, which, hey, it is whatever. It is what it is, you know. It was cool stuff. Ooh. My phone is going off right now. It is dagging. Hold on. I'm going to take this real quick. I wasn't going to sit and leave that on forever. Leave it recording, obviously. But yeah, it was good catching up shortly there. My buddy Dagan. Good stuff. Anywho, we're going to get into this story that I had found. It was a little bit of a mystery, I guess, that took place February 8th. All right. On February 8th, 1974, something bizarre happened that nobody has ever been able to fully explain. And it didn't involve crime, tragedy, or conspiracy, just disappearance. The vanishing of Flight 3708, the ghost jet incident. Probably didn't need to do that again, but anyway. A small jet flight, 3708, was scheduled for a short domestic hop. On February 8th, air traffic control lost contact with the plane mid-flight. No distress call, no emergency signal, no debris were ever confirmed. Radar showed the aircraft flying normally, then simply gone. Search teams scanned the projected flight path, nearby terrain, and surrounding airspace. Nothing. No wreckage, no confirmed crash site. Even today, aviation enthusiasts still debate. Did it experience a rare electrical blackout? Was there a navigation failure? I mean, it's, yeah, crazy. Some of the theories that people are saying: a cabin pressure issue knocks out the crew. I mean, that's one thing. The plane stays on autopilot. It flies until fuel runs out, far from its original path. By the time it goes down, it's nowhere near where anyone is searching. I mean, that's... I mean, it's possible, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, that was kind of dumb. Maybe. Here is something dumb. In 2013, a man sued Red Bull for not giving him wings and won $13 million. That is insane. Gary Saul, the inventor of the pet rock, made $15 million selling pet rocks for $3.95 in 1975. Heck yeah. Touche. Good for him. I mean, that's quite the... Obviously, that's a little bit of money. The funny thing is they still sell those because I bought one for my youngest daughter a few years ago for Christmas because that's what she wanted. She did play with it. Still plays with it. Well, maybe not right this second, but she does still have it. Funny stuff. Here's a little fun fact. Ostrich eyes are bigger than their brains. In 2008, Nintendo released a DS game dedicated to help people quit smoking. Wow. Wow. All right, well, so I might as well get into it, you wonderful football fans, if there is any. If there's not, hey, that's cool too. Just stick along with me because this is going to be kind of fun, a little bit interesting, maybe. Some of you know I like to, and I also do another podcast with a good friend of mine, David Bauer. Big Money Hustlers. It's a stocks and sports betting podcast. Check it out. It's on this platform. Also, definitely check out the Backroads Friends Middle of the Road podcast and Cletus Race Roadside Service. But what I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Oh, yeah. To follow along, because I got some funny. I like to do stuff, because obviously the Super Bowl is later today. I made some. I have a story about the last time the Seahawks and the New England Patriots played. Really funny story. It's gonna explain this crazy cover art that you're looking at right now. If you are, hopefully, if you're driving, you're not looking at it. Or maybe you took a glance. Also, shout out to all them truckers out there. Drive safe. Jason, happy birthday. And you stay safe on them snowy ass roads, my dude. Hoofda. Sorry about that. But anyway. Okay. So, when I was looking stuff up, because obviously the Super Bowl is kind of a big deal. Not kind of. It is a big deal when it comes to money being exchanged. This is kind of a little funny, interesting fact. 13.1 million people plan to take a pre-approved day off. 3.3 million intend to call out sick despite not being ill, and 1.6 million plan to ghost work without notifying their employer. Meanwhile, 4.9 million say they'll show up late. I will say that I did fit that category. That category being, so this was years ago. Obviously, the last time the Seattle Seahawks played the New England. Jeez, I swear I'm not drunk. I still haven't drank since whenever. Anyway, last time they played, we ended up going to a friend's house. Mind you, good friend, brother from Gillette drove down. He would stay down for the weekend. If you scroll back to some of the older episodes, Mr. T-Bone, Travis Roach, he was on some of the prior episodes, and was also on the Big Guns Little Peckers podcast. he would come down for the weekends, and we would just have a dang good old time. And like I said, we went to a Super Bowl party. The New England Patriots, there I did it again. The Patriots, they ended up winning. The next day, we end up, next day, my phone is going off. I wake up. Guess what? It's my work calling. And guess what? I'm late. I answer the phone. Hey, Stevie, are you going to come into work today? No, I am not. He slept out on the recliner, out in the living room. Mind you, at the time, I had only been with my wife maybe a year, not even, maybe. No, it'd probably be a little over a year. But anyway, so she didn't fully get all this shenanigans, so to speak. But anywho, and then I hear Travis out in the living room, and he goes, "Did you just quit your job?" I said, "I did. And yeah, waited for Jessica to get off work. Just to inform her that I quit my job. I was no longer working. And we proceeded to drink 40 ounces and cook elk steaks in the garage. She was not too impressed. But I tell you what, this is one of those memories. You see what I'm saying? That just won't go away. It can't go away. Will never go away. And now, here we are. Super Bowl 60. The New England New England Patriots are playing the Seattle Seahawks once again. As I was doing a little bit of digging, research, I guess you could say, if the Patriots end up winning, they would be the only team, the 7th time they would win a Super Bowl. No other team has ever done that before. That's a pretty big deal. When I went and checked, I'm just gonna check it right now. Earlier when I put my bet in, bets, I guess is a better term. The Patriots are not likely to win. And it is looking like, they're sitting at plus 200 right now. And the Seahawks are minus 245. But I ended up picking, I went with the Patriots just because they won that last Super Bowl. And so that's just kind of what I'm riding with, you know what I mean? Well, let's go with it. Another thing that I did as well is, let's see, right here. So Madden 26 just got released the other day onto Game Pass on Xbox One for all you Madden heads. Game isn't too bad. Obviously came an extremely long ways. Do I know the ins and outs of football like a true Madden 26 player would? Hell no. Hell no. But I still like playing the games, you know what I mean? But anyway, what I did is, and Dave, we've done this before too because it's fun. I'm sure there's other people that have done this shit too, but anyway, I just like talking about it, you know what I mean? Ooh, I just seen another thing here that I need to bring up as well. That was kind of funny. Anyway, so turned the game on. Decided I would go with, you know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna play the Patriots against the Seahawks. Well, anyway, the outcome of that game, the Patriots ended up winning, and I played 3 games. Obviously, of those, you know, 2 teams, the Super Bowl, tonight's Super Bowl 60, just to see. But the Patriots ended up winning both, and not by too long. But this was one of the parlays that I had put together, just going off of the Xbox score. The New England Patriots money line, Henderson anytime touchdown scorer, Douglas anytime touchdown scorer, Westover anytime touchdown scorer, and Walker the third anytime touchdown scorer. You know, we'll see what happens. Just like kind of messing around. But yeah, I was pretty shocked, I guess, but not really, because I don't know. Maybe I just fucking say that just to make myself feel good. I don't know. Sometimes when I don't really listen back to these all the time, obviously. I just put them out. Let's see. So a little history from the last time that the two played. 30-second commercial spot cost $4.5 million, breaking previous records. The game featured major movie trailers, including Terminator and Jurassic World. So that's pretty cool. Here's a couple other interesting things. Patriots win tonight would give them 7 Super Bowl championships. Oh, yeah, that's right. I already got into that. The most by any NFL franchise in history, breaking their tier with the Pittsburgh Steelers, already tied at 6 each before this game. New England would stand alone at the top of all-time list. Unmatched Super Bowl appearances. The Patriots are set to make their 12th Super Bowl appearance, also a record in the NFL. A win would cement their dominance in league championship history. The season's run is remarkable. New England rebounded from a 4-13 record the previous year to reach the Super Bowl, making them the first team in NFL history to go from 13 losses one season to a Super Bowl berth the next. In getting here, the Pats won 9 road games on the season, a first in league history, including the AFC Championship in Denver. The victory would symbolically connect the post-Brady era led by Drake May and a coach, Mike Vrabel, with the franchise's storied past, continuing a legacy that began with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Well, that's pretty cool. So, yeah. Let's go Patriots. The other thing, this whole Kid Rock, Bad Bunny thing, I seen that. Dude, if you've been a long time listener to the show, you know I can't stand Kid Rock. And this is This is what's funny to me. So, obviously, if some of y'all know, he's doing his own little halftime show with a few other people with his Turning Point USA. And, which, whatever, which is cool. But the fact that Kid Rock is in front of all of this makes me want to puke even more. So, he says here, he's having a dance party and singing in Spanish. Cool. We plan to play great songs for people who love America. And obviously he's referring to Bad Bunny. And I'm going to say this too, not that I'm saying that I hate America or anything like that. Because I'm saying that I would rather listen to Bad Bunny than Kid Rock. The other thing, too, is obviously, y'all see how this is just some kind of, it's block. It's, what do I want to say? It's a cover-up for something else that's going on in the world. But this is the thing, too, with the whole Kid Rock deal. You guys realize that on, I believe, was it Osmosis Jones movie? On the soundtrack, he did a song, and he was talking about statutory and it being mandatory. Hey, not making this shit up. You can look it up yourself. That guy is trash. That dude is complete trash. And the fact that he's all about, oh, I'm fucking diddle-da-da. Dude, you came from the suburbs, dude. You were a silver spoon kid. Stop trying to play it off. You're garbage. I'm not going to get into any more of it because it's getting me fired up and it's my birthday, so. Let's see what else do we got, because I'm going to close this down so I can get this out for all of you wonderful people. We're going to go back to February 1st, 2015. This is the last time that the Patriots went against the Seahawks. Just a few little fun facts. Tom Brady's performance. Brady went 37 for 50 for 328 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Patriots overcame a 10-point fourth quarter deficit, a signature comeback in the Tom Brady-Belichick era. Huh, wow, that is pretty impressive. I don't know. And that's all I got for Super Bowl stuff. This is interesting. I don't know if this is actually true, false, whatever. But Suge Knight may have escaped from prison. This is the second time that I've seen this in the past couple days, but that'd be interesting if it did happen. Kind of cool. Free Suge Knight. Talking about freeing rappers. This is actually pretty crazy. And just a thing, too, to show you that money can actually buy a person happiness. Freedom at that. Some of y'all know me, maybe, yes or no. But back in the day, huge No Limit Records fan. Any one of them, any member. Obviously, Master P, he was the main dude. He was the main man, the colonel. And he had his brothers. His brother has been in prison for, holy moly, since 2009. That's a long time ago. He was one of my favorites, and I actually do have some of his CDs. For some of you who don't know what that is, it's like an album. Where they put all anyway. But yeah, he went up to appeal his conviction. His brother Master P he's almost one of the most wealthiest dudes. And he's doing that dude is everywhere. I just seen he's doing like yeah, it was something for disabled children. He was getting into that too, but making, I think it was like a seat or something, but yeah, just crazy. But yeah, I was kind of bummed about that. I mean, not that I know dude personally, obviously, but one thing I do know and have heard, well, I guess maybe not know, but have heard, there's been lots of cases where, when he was out and stuff, that he would go to like the local rec centers and stuff like that and actually play basketball with a lot of the kids and stuff that were there. So I mean, that shit's pretty cool. I mean, let's be honest here. But yeah, pretty bummed about that. But at the same time too, I mean, I don't know. The conviction, I believe, was, well, someone stepped on his shoe, I guess, and he like started shooting or something. I don't know. That's very vague, but I mean, I guess could look into it more. Ooh, another show I just thought about. In the Zone, Traffic Controllers. They switched the name, which I do not know off the top of my head. Let's see. What else do I have on here that I could shoot out to you quick? And then I'm going to get this out. Are you guys, if you don't know, I got a wiener dog, a little dachshund, Dolly. She's a pretty funny, pretty cool little doggy. Anyway, I'm going to give you some dachshund knowledge. It's a little knowledge about dogs. It is a badger dog. And the group that it belongs to is hound. A little bit of history. The dachshund originated in Germany as a hunting dog, though the breed's oranges can be traced as far back as the 15th century. The breed development really began in the 17th century Germany, called dachshunds or badger dogs. These short hounds did just that, hunted badgers. Further development of the breed created two sizes. The standard size continued to hunt badgers as well as wild boar, while the miniatures pursued hare and foxes. Dachshunds were brought to the U.S. as early as 1885, but especially increased in popularity in the 1930s and 40s. They remain extremely popular dogs to this day. Average size is 16 to 32 pounds. Miniature, under 11 pounds. And doxy facts. A dachshund's body was made to be long and low to fit into badger dens. They can see more farther than humans, but can see very little up close. A dachshund can hear 4 times more than humans. Its best sensory organ is its sense of smell. They can smell a scent up to a week old. Holy moly. Let me redo that. Its best sensory gland is its sense of smell. They can smell a scent up to a week old. Oh, that's really cool. A dachshund has something no other breed has. It comes in more sizes, coats, and colors than man ever created in his endeavors to establish a breed. Holy moly, I apologize. I was kind of choppy, but that was a little bit about dachshunds. Let's see what else I have here quick. getting off here. Cheerios, Skittles, Pringles, among thousands of products recalled due to presence of rodent waste. That's disgusting. But it's not surprising either. Cheers. Let's see. Burning sage during Native American smudging destroys 94% of airborne bacteria, proving it's more than magic. Oh, that's really cool. All right. Well, here was something really cool that I learned the other day when I was making those T-shirts. So kind of goofy, not really. I'm sure if you're on the keyboard quite often, you may know this. I don't know. May not, either or. So I was looking for the cent sign. Some of you remember the cent sign, like 2 cents, 3 cent, or you know what I mean? Cent. Ooh, excuse me. So I was trying to figure out which, where the cent symbol was on the keyboard. And unfortunately, it wasn't on there, so I had to look it up. But if you're ever wondering, all you have to do on your numeric keypad is just hit the Alt button plus 0162. And then it'll bring her right up. Pretty interesting. In case you didn't know that, you're welcome. Here's something, since we're starting off in February. The F in February is focus on what truly matters, not what distracts your mind. Faith in the unseen progress you're making. Flow with life instead of forcing every outcome. Forgiveness for your past self who did the best they could. Freedom from patterns that no longer fit your growth. This February, don't rush life. Feel it. Flow it. Become it. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I did the little, which was kind of annoying. Not kind of, it was. All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to leave you with one more of these. Hopefully you're not getting overwhelmed, or maybe not overwhelmed. Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm preaching. Ooh, another thing that I found out that was quite interesting the other day. Shout out to Jake. Everyone's under the weather over there, which is quite the bummer. But he told me to check out this show on Netflix, that it was about the brain, but I can't like what psychedelics does to the brain. Very interesting. Did you know that Bill W., the guy from Alcoholics Anonymous, that's how he quit drinking, was from LSD? Yeah, I'm still blown away. It makes sense, though. Because psychoactive, stuff is pretty, I don't know. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. And you know what? And I'll stand by it, too, that I believe that it wasn't LSD. It was a mushroom-based, but that helped me. So, there it is. Anyway, let's see. One more little Buddhist quote. I'm going to get out of here. Da, 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 da. Maybe not. Maybe not. Ooh, there was 10 for 10 schedule, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know if I'm allowed to or not. I think I did that one already. So we're going to go with this. 4 sentences by a Buddhist monk will make you wiser. Be okay with people not liking you. Most people don't even like themselves. Number 2, not everything will, according to plan, be ready to adapt. Number 3, you can always choose to be happy no matter what happens in your life. Being sad should never be an option. Don't waste your time stressing about the things you can't control. I like that. And with that, I think it's time to get out of here. This one's kind of here, there, and everywhere. Hopefully, well, you learned something. Ooh, here's one real quick that I'm gonna drop at you. If you wrap fresh cabbage around your knees significantly, it reduces arthritis pain and stiffens and improves mobility. Sorry, guys, I'm like talking too fast or something. But yeah, you can wrap some cabbage around your knees, make you feel a little better. And with that, I am going to get out of here.
This show is not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
10, 9, 8.
Oh man, I'm back. I'm back like 4 flapjacks. That sounded dumb as shit. There we go. All right. Welcome back. Hi. Hello. How are you? I had, more stuff I wanted to record. Would you guys and gals, you're listening, what did you think of that Super Bowl? What did you think of that Super Bowl? Pretty shitty. And not because none of my parlays hit, not because of that, but I would say more along the lines of what a boring ass game. Ooh, this is burning really good, to say the least. What a boring ass game. Man, what else? What'd you guys think of that halftime show with the old Bad Bunnies? With the old Bad Bunny. Would have been nice if they would have had the subtitles in English. You know what I mean? Then we could have been able to tell what he was saying. But pretty entertaining, I would say. There was something that... Sorry, I'm shaking up I got my Calypso here with my drink. Something was brought to my attention about, I seen last night, the Lady Gaga thing. Did you guys see that? Obviously, if you watched the halftime show. Her dress was like Dorothy's from The Wizard of Oz. She even had red, ruby red. So I don't think those are really slippers, shoes. But yeah, so we're seeing some sort of hidden message in that, I guess. What that is, I have no idea. But pretty interesting. I dig that type of shit, as you should know. Let's see. What else? Oh. What did you guys think about that lip-synced turning point? halftime show. I did not watch it. Heard about it though. Heard it looked like there was a lot of lip syncing going on. Personally, I did not watch it. Just like I said, and would not waste my time. The other thing too, when you're like sitting there watching that stuff, did you ever think how you're possibly being quote unquote controlled? You just think about it. So, what was it? When do they release the Super Bowl stuff? I don't remember, but either or, someone was getting in everybody's panties, or in a wad, I guess you could say, of who was doing the Super Bowl. And the fact that it's quote unquote not American when Puerto Rico is part of America. That was a funny little thing I put up on the page. There's a lot of interesting comments in there. I mean, I love when people engage. The funny thing is half the time it is on something that is political, which is really sad because this podcast is not a political podcast. There is no political stuff that gets shared on the Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. I don't even really mess with TikTok anymore. Not even on my art stuff, to be honest with you. Man, I highly recommend these. King Palm, everybody. It's like a hemp, well, it is. It's a hemp leaf. Really good, though. Really good. Sell them at any one of your Forbidden Leaf stores in Casper, Wyoming. Yeah, burns really nice and slow. But anyway, yeah, no politics. I ain't got no politics on this. But, yeah, so I thought that was kind of interesting, people that chimed in. They usually don't chime in either. But that's, yeah, neither here nor there. But, screw Kid Rock and all them other people. The other thing, too, is just like, like I was saying, the divide thing. That's right. So you have Spanish over here with the NFL, and then you have Turning Point over here that just does English. I mean, let's be honest here. That's what it was all about, right? I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? It's right there. But anyway, I'm not gonna dig too far deep into that, but something else Jake sent me. It was pretty cool. Oh wait, one more thing. About the Super Bowl, I guess. This was kind of funny. I seen this video that was on the internet, and this lady is literally at the Super Bowl, right? And she, on her phone, is watching the Turning Point halftime show. Ooh, good job. You really fucking showed everybody, didn't you? You showed everybody. That ticket that you bought, that was probably who knows how much money. So good. Yeah, God knows how much money you paid for that ticket, but just so you could shoot that video and try to be cool, that's bonkers. But whatever. Let's see. I think I had one more. Oh, there was more than 135 million people that tuned into that Super Bowl. Let's see. What else do I have here about the Super Bowl? The most expensive ticket at this year's 2026 Super Bowl is $59,920. The original Super Bowl I footage is generally lost media. The footage you will see today is only restored pieces of fan recording or highlight reels. This is just some more interesting football stuff for you. I guess I do have another story that I'm going to get into, but I do have a couple of these other funny little screenshots here. Man has been peeing almost daily on a grave of ex-wife he divorced 48 years ago while his current wife waits in the car. What in the fuck? People are strange these days, wouldn't you say? I mean, you hate the woman that much. That's pretty crazy. In Quitman, Georgia, it is illegal for chickens to cross the road. Ooh. Wonder if that's where that joke came from. The chicken crossed the road. Oh, not here in Georgia. Not here in Georgia. Let me tell you something. We don't let chickens cross the road here in Georgia. You can just imagine being... Oh, man. I want to go get a bunch of chickens and just put them next to the road and just wait, just to see. You know, someone drives by and just let them go. Like, what the... I wonder why that even became a thing. Too many chicken fatalities, maybe? Oh, man. Okay, Google rents goats to mow the lawns at their headquarters. Huh. And they don't have to... Yeah, you don't have to pay. I mean, that's pretty interesting. Nintendo owns the rights to an X-rated movie called Super Hornio Brothers to prevent anyone else from disturbing it. Makes sense. 1 pint of hippopotamus milk has over 1,600 calories. Now, that is disgusting. Would you drink that? Would you drink hippopotamus milk? I mean, I do like milk. I have cut my intake down quite a bit, which is kind of funny. But I don't know. That's still pretty gross. I don't know. Drink hippopotamus milk. Like over at a buddy's house or something, you know. Oh, I'm going to pour you some milk. First thing I think about is that movie, Inglourious Bastards. Let me get a glass of milk. This is pretty interesting. Picasso. Some of you might not know. He's a famous painter. Pablo Picasso. This is really interesting. I think I might do this. I might get in trouble, but sometimes carried a revolver loaded with blanks, which he used to shoot at people who asked about the meaning behind his paintings or that he found boring. That was in 1958. I dig that. Be some pretty funny shit. Pretty funny shit. But anyway, let's see. I do have one other story, and it's funny because I heard this the other day. I had, I'm not going to say what book it is or anything due to the fact that they have pretty distinct orders not to... It's just kind of dumb, too, in a sense, because it's like, it's a conspiracy type thing. But it's like, are you joking me right now? You're going to try to sue whoever if they use some of this? But yet, there's no way that you're the first person to talk about the JFK assassination. Even though that shit is just so over listening and shit about that. But anyway, you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, so I've heard this story. You're going to hear more conspiracy stuff in upcoming episodes just because I like it. It's interesting to me, and I feel that some of y'all like it. Some of y'all like it. If not, you probably won't listen. That's why the listenership is going down. I'm just joking. All right, we're going to go back to 1954. A man arrived at Haneda Airport in Tokyo with a valid passport from a country that does not exist. Tard. At first glance, nothing seemed off, sorry. It's really hard to read this stuff sometimes. At first glance, nothing seemed off. The passport looked real, It had years of entry stamps from other countries. The man spoke multiple languages and confidently pointed to Taured's location on a map between France and Spain. The problem? Taured doesn't exist. That area is Andorra. It gets weirder. Airport officials detained him, assuming fraud. The man became agitated and insisted that Taured had existed for 1,000 years and that he had visited Japan multiple times before on business. They placed him in a hotel room under guard while they investigated. The next morning, the man was gone. No forced entry, no broken windows. Guards posted outside the door all night. His passports and documents vanished with him. Theories that you can explore. Interdimensional slip. He crossed over from a timeline where Taured exists. Possibly a parallel Earth, similar geography, different political history. Glitch in reality, a brief overlap between dimensions. It could be an elaborate hoax, but how did he vanish under people outside? So, I mean, think about it. Is it possible? Is it fake? I'm sorry that some of these stories don't go into into a lot of depth, I guess you could say. That's because that's just what is provided with me, and I feel that if there was more intense details, maybe, that it would be included with. I could be wrong, but just reading what is provided here. Here's another little one that's pretty interesting that goes along with that. In 1901, two British women wandered the gardens of Versailles and claimed they accidentally walked into the year 1789, seeing people in period clothing, including a woman's believed to be Mary Antoinette. When they returned, the scene snapped back to modern times. I mean, then that kind of brings in the whole daydreaming thing too. Are you in a different dimension when you're daydreaming? I've heard when you just kind of zone out to speak, it's a mild heart attack. I've heard that before. I don't know if it's true or not, but shit anymore, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. And, if you don't, then, well, I guess you just don't. But either or, there was something else. Oh, yeah, that's what it just hit my mind again. That thing that Jake sent me via Instagram, it was AI essentially talking about a Gaza thing that happened obviously a few years ago with a soldier, and AI had brought forward that it was behind a green screen. So, holy moly, here, let's I'll see if I can bring it up, maybe, probably not. Sometimes Instagram doesn't like me too much. Don't like me too much. Yeah, it's not doing it right now, of course. But anyway, let's see, what else do I got? Ooh, Bartlett's playing Friday at Oil City Beer Company. Definitely check that out, them fellows. If you're into metal music, them boys, they get down, let me tell you. It was about last year they were on. We did the Bean Boozled. That was kind of fun. They ate a bunch of them. Some of those beans are just straight nasty. Just straight nasty. All right, here I'm going through stuff here. I'm gonna find. I found some more interesting facts because I like, I like learning shit. Hopefully you like learning shit. If not, hey, whatever. Jack Daniel, the founder of the whiskey, died from kicking a safe. Huh, that's interesting. Mulan has the highest kill count of any Disney character, including villains. Ooh. Disney World is the second largest purchaser of fireworks in the United States, the first being the United Department of Defense. During World War II, a Great Dane named Juliana was awarded the Blue Cross Medal for extinguishing an incendiary bomb by peeing on it. That's what's up. That's what's up. Coca-Cola owns all website URLs that can be read as all the way to 61 H's. Gee, that's pretty interesting. And let's see. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was leaning before construction was even finished. Oh, that's that one. Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's see. I'm going to keep scrolling. Maybe I'll find something else real quick that I can throw at you. Me after taking one expired Alka-Seltzer. Yeah. Anyway. Hopefully. Oh, here we go. True facts about memes that you never knew. The term meme, or may, was introduced by British biologist Richard Dawkins. Wow. Obama had real-life meme printed for him after taking down Osama bin Laden. The Popeyes meme kid is now a talented football player. Oh, way cool. The distracted boyfriend meme has a plot twist where the girlfriend actually ends up with the other woman. Ooh, that's pretty cool. And the success kid saved his dad years after going viral. He raised over $100,000 to successfully transplant a kidney for his father. That's what's up. To this day, nobody truly knows who created the viral S symbol everyone drew in middle school. Really cool. Really cool. Oh, one other thing on here too that I'll throw at you. Oh, there's some more. Mel Blanc, the voice of Bugs Bunny, was allergic to carrots. George Washington, our very first president, spent about 7% of his annual salary on booze. Doesn't surprise me. Well, obviously there wasn't shit to do back then. The first professional recording, John Bon Jovi, early released was him singing a song called R2-D2, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, on a Star Wars-themed Christmas album. When the Pope dies, they hit him on the head with a silver mallet 3 times and say his name to make sure he's dead. When you're so drunk that you black out, you don't just forget what had happened. Your mind was just never recording anything in the first place. Jeez. Makes sense. Uncopyrightable and dramatic are the longest English words without repeating letters. That's what's up. All right. Well, I hope that y'all have an amazing week, month. We'll hop back on here at some point in time. I'd really like to maybe do some more interviews. we'll just kind of see what happens. See what happens. It's kind of a weird time in everybody's life, essentially, but yeah. Anyway, y'all, leave with this beat from Just Josh, and have a kick-ass week, everybody. Don't be a douche. Be sure to tip your waiter or waitress. Yeah. Like, share, comment down below, because I truly appreciate that. You can even tell me to get bent if you want to. It just helps everything in the algorithm, you know what I mean? Click the link down below if you want to check out some badass artwork by yours truly. Social media pages are down below as well. If you want to hear me talk about some stuff, go ahead and message one of the pages or just shoot it in the comments down below. As always, thank you for listening to your favorite podcast, the one and only Three-Wheel Bicycle Podcast. I am your host, Stevie V, signing off. Y'all be easy.